All right, here we go. Today we're focusing on hip flexors, hamstrings, mainly focused on hip compression. So if you're struggling, if you're a runner or struggling with athleticism, jumping, leaping, running, any of those things, or struggling with that deep squat, sometimes the ability to pull yourself into a deeper position is the limiting factor, so you might want to pay attention today. In terms of equipment, I've got a box with a little bit of height on it. I'll show you how we're going to use that. Usually a stair or maybe some textbooks or plates to change the height might be useful. A block for our elephant walks. I've got a dowel, a dumbbell, and I've got one of these bands too. Not necessary. You can do all of this without that stuff, but it might help get us into some deeper positions. We'll start with some elephant walks to open up the hamstrings and start to learn to create compression here. So the first thing I want you to do is feet under the hips facing forward, not too wide. We're gonna have a slight bend in the knees. Now, I want you to draw in, creating as much contact between the torso and the thighs as possible. We can use an implement to measure progress, eventually making our way to our ground. But for now, let's press the palms into the object, and let's extend one side to lock the knee fully while pulling ourselves down on the other side. And we're gonna go back and forth here, and if you can, going lower and lower, and we're gonna lock out that knee 30 times per side. Back and forth, gentle, trying to create compression and pull yourself deeper using the front side. That should help open up the back side of the hamstrings, get a little more depth. Just gliding back and forth, seeing if over the course of time we can get a little more depth. Good. We'll do 10 more per side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Halfway, 10 more total, 5 per side. Hopefully feeling the hamstrings get a little looser as we go. Don't forget to breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Slowly coming out of that one, making sure you're not lightheaded and you don't have a head rush there. Next, we're going to use this implement. You can use the dowel if you need for a little bit of balance or help getting into this position. What I'm looking for in terms of this implement, though, is that when I come up into a half kneel position and I try and lift this leg up, that I can't get this leg above the box. That is the perfect height for us in this position because this is my active range. Let me use this dowel so I'm not falling over the place. This is my active range. That's as high as I can get my leg. So when I lift up to here, I'm going to bring in a little closer. Now I can bring this leg around and lift up. Now I'm past my active range into my passive range, and I know I'm in my passive range because I can't lift I can't get my foot off the block. We're gonna hold this position for 2 minutes. Now, where should you feel this? Maybe you're feeling this here on the opposite side of the joint. Maybe you're feeling some bunching up in the front side. Maybe you're feeling a stretch in your IT band or in your adductors on the inside of the leg. But here's the important part. Don't let your knees shift out to the side. I want to keep it in front this way. And if the stretch starts to dissipate, I'm just going to sit down into it a little bit more and think about pulling your butt cheek out from underneath and going into a flat back position to find that nice stretch. And from here, we're just going to breathe. We're almost at a minute already if you're keeping track. We're going to hold this position for 2 full minutes. During those 2 minutes, try and stay present, stay in the moment, and we're going to work on our breathing. Nice deep inhales. Nice long, gentle exhales. And I'm continuing to sit back and tip my pelvis forward, see if I can get more of a stretch on the back side there, a little more compression on the front side. In another 45 seconds or so, we're going to start our contractions. So our progressive contraction is going to be using the lengthened side to press down into the implement, and the regressive is going to be pulling this side, trying to lift my foot off without changing the angle of the torso relative to the femur, to the upper leg. So nice and square to that position. We're almost there, folks. Deep breath in. Nice long exhale. And let's do that again. Inhale. Long exhale. Now, start to press this foot down. Using the lengthened side, start to contract that tissue and press down 10%. 20, 30, 40, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift. Opposite, try and get your foot off the implement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. You might get some cramping starting in here. That's a good thing. Ready? Round 2. Let's press a little harder this time. If you're pain-free and you feel safe, start to press, ramp up to 25%. Go 50%, 75. Hold here. Really heavy. Pushing down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite. Lift, lift, lift. Try and pull from here, from the inside. Pull the femur, the upper leg, up to the torso and relax. We're going to do that one more time. Ready? Here we go. Deep breath. Exhale. Tension in the abdominals and start to press really hard this time. 25%, 50%, 75. I need you to press as hard as you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite, lift, lift, lift. Try and get a cramp going in here in the hip flexor. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Slowly coming out of that position. Move that hip around a little bit. Whew, it gets spicy real quick. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So let's just do that test and make sure that I can't lift above that point first. I'm going to bring this knee in, and now I'm going to get my foot on top of the implement. I'm trying to square and level my pelvis. So now I'm dropping this left hip down. This foot's getting heavy on the implement, and I'm pulling from the front side. See if I get a stretch in the glute area, or again, down the left side or in the adductor, and I'm just trying to square myself and make sure that I'm not here kicking this leg out to the side. I want to keep this leg in front for now. Your job for the next 90 seconds is to stay present, stay in the moment, stay with that stretch. If it starts to dissipate, think about reaching your butt cheek down, but pulling it out slightly to straighten out my lower back even more. And try not to turn away from the stretch. So I'm not trying to accommodate the stretch. I'm trying to find where the deepest stretch is so I can make little micro adjustments to try and find where I feel it the most. Good. We got about a minute left. And now I'm just going to stay with the stretch, try not to come out of it. I'm going to use my breath to calm my nervous system down. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Nice long, gentle exhales. Good. I'm thinking about pulling my butt cheek out from underneath me as I tip my pelvis forward a little bit. I feel lots of compression in the front side of this hip. 30 seconds left. Deep inhales, nice long exhales. Good. Again, scanning the zone, little micro adjustments to see if I can make the stretch a little more intense. Last one, deep breath in. Long exhale, hold a little bit of tension in the abdominals and start to press down. Let's go 10%, gentle. Feel the stretch tissue, the lengthened tissue do the work. 20% push, 30, 40, hold here, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, opposite, try and lift. Try and get that foot off the box. Nice and flat lower back. Don't round forward. 3, 2, 1, relax. And here we go, round 2. And start to push a little harder. If you're safe and pain-free, push 25. Let's go 50. Let's go 75. Good hard push, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, opposite, lift. Lift, pull, hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Last one. Starting to cramp in the front there. Okay, here we go. Deep breath, long exhale, tension, and start to press down. Let's go 25. Let's go 50. Let's go 75. Push as hard as you can for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch and lift, 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 hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Slowly coming out of that position. Nicely done. All right. Good job. Move those hips around a little bit. We'll do some more active range work on the hip flexors. But for now, let's open up the hamstrings a little bit more. So this is a simple one where I want to square my pelvis towards the implement. You can scale the height of the implement as needed, but I can get a pretty good stretch from here. I'm going to have a slight bend in my knee. The toe is up and pulled back. And from here, I'm just going to tip my pelvis forward. But notice my chest is up, shoulders are back, and I am tipping my pelvis this way, pulling my tailbone up towards the ceiling. Same thing, thinking about pulling that butt cheek out from underneath me until I feel a stretch in this area here in the hamstring. And we're going to hang out here for that 2 minutes. We're trying to expand the passive range of the hamstring. So I know I'm in my passive range because I can't lift my foot off the implement without leaning back, and then I'll come out of my passive range. So I want to be in this position. My heel feels heavy on the implement, and I'm making micro adjustments to feel the greatest stretch. So if that starts to dissipate, I'm going to continue to tip my pelvis forward. And I'm thinking of, see how I'm placing my fingers right here in the crease of my hip? I'm thinking of squashing my fingers, my torso down to my thigh to get maximum stretch in that hamstring. We got a minute left. After a minute, we're going to start our progressive and regressive contractions. So the first contraction, using the lengthened tissue, is pressing the heel down and pulling it back towards me, contracting the hamstring. The next, we're going to do the opposite. I'm going to try and lift up, but I'm contracting from here, the front side. While I'm lifting, I'm also trying to pull myself into a deeper position. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make the stretch more intense on the back of the leg by contracting the tissue on the front. Okay, we'll do it together. Ready? Deep breath in. Long exhale. One more. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Hold all the air out of the lungs, tension in the abdominals, and start to press that heel down and drag it towards you. Let's go 10%, gentle. Just feel that tissue work. 20, 30, 40, and hold here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite, pull, pull. Try and lift that foot. Pull yourself deeper. Feel that stretch lengthen on the back even more. 3, 2, 1. Relax. This is your new stretch position. And here we go, round 2. Start to press. 25, go 50, go 75, hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax there. Last one. Ready? Start to press. 25, 50, 75. Press as hard as you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch and lift. Hold, pulling myself deeper as I'm trying to bring my upper leg to the torso. Close this gap. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Slowly. Whew. That's spicy. Come out of that position. That one gets nasty. Gets right, I get a lot of proximal hamstring in there. If you've got pain, by the way, I need you to scale back and keep the intensity low enough that the pain is 2 out of 10 or below. And you can do some longer holds there as well. All right, opposite side, square the pelvis up, slight bend in the knee. And again, I'm thinking about pulling my butt cheek, so chest up, shoulders back, and then closing the gap from here until I feel a stretch right through this area here. And we got 2 minutes on the clock. Good. Don't be afraid to hang on to something for balance. Don't make this about balance. And don't try and just replicate the position. Try and articulate and find where you get the greatest stretch back here. We're trying to replicate a sensation, not necessarily a position. So make the adjustment how you need to. I'm just going to encourage you not to fold forward this way. I can do that too, but I'm trying to lengthen this area. And because the hamstring crosses the knee and the hip, by tilting the pelvis forward, like if my pelvis is a bucket of water, I'm tilting it this way and pulling my butt cheek out, I'm getting that lengthened sensation in the back of the hamstring, back of the leg. Good. And hold. Again, I realize 2 minutes is a long time to stay with a stretch, but that's about the amount of time that we need to increase passive range, to start to pack more collagen in that tissue and make actual structural change along with the contractions. That's where the real magic is. I think in combining both of those is where I've seen the greatest change in most people. Good. We got 45 seconds. Nice. Good. If that stretch starts to dissipate, I just tip my pelvis more. You can also pull the toes back a little bit. That might get it, might start, if it feels too nervy, you can back off a little bit out of that. All right, let's go deep breath in. Long exhale. Last one, deep breath in. Nice long exhale. Hold a little bit of tension in the abdominals. Start to press down and pull just 10% using this tissue back here. Go 20, 30, 40. Hold here, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite, pull here. Try and lift the foot up, but pull yourself into a deeper position. Don't round the back. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1, ramp down, new stretch position, and start to press. 25 this time, 50, 75, good hard push. A little bit of shaking going on, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch and lift. Lift while pulling yourself deeper into that position. See if you can get a cramp going on the front side. 3, 2, 1, relax. Last one. Here we go. Tension and pull, 25. 50, 75, as hard as you can. Press 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite, pull, lift, lift, squeeze, hold, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come out of that position. Wow. That one gets me every time. Super spicy. All right, I'm going to get this out of the way, and we're going to work a little bit on our active range now. So, 2 movements. We'll do 2 rounds. First one we're going to do is called the psoas march. So for this one, you can use a band. You don't have to, but I like it. It challenges the movement a little bit more. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook the band around the feet, create a little bit of tension on the band, and then I'm going to straighten my legs, and I'm going to press my lower back into the ground. From here, I'm going to pull and try and close the gap here, trying to get my upper leg to touch my chest. I'm not pulling out this way, I'm just pulling this way. So mimicking that first position that we did. 5 5-second holds. You ready? It's going to be a lot of work. Here we go. Press that lower back into the ground and pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend. We'll go to the other side and pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 more. Pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, I think. I lost count. I'm being honest with you. Pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Those are tough. Each time trying to get higher and higher. I think that was 5. I hope so. But we'll see when we play it back. All right. Next. This movement, so for me, when I started down this path, the idea of touching palms to the ground was a dream for me. I never thought I'd be able to do it. I thought it was just genetics. This is one of the movements I used, which is the pike squat. And I'm just going to show you a variation so that we don't need to add implements or anything like that. We're going to hold the dumbbell in a Zercher squat position. Now, here's the key. I'm going to use a squat just as a reset. So you don't have to go all the way down into the squat if you can't. But what I want you to focus on is pulling from here to make as much contact with the torso and the thighs as possible. I want you to do your best to try to maintain that and only release if you need to, and as much as you need to straighten the legs out completely. And then we're going to use the front side to pull ourselves into a deeper position. I think that's the piece that a lot of people miss on this one, is they're just cranking on the hamstrings. If you pull from here, the hamstrings should open up a little more to get you a little more depth. So let's try that. I'm going to take the dumbbell, feet under the hips facing forward. We're going to squat down, press the torso into the thighs. Come on up, lock the knees, flex the quads, and reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reset. And again, up and reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reset. Up, reach forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Up, reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Up, lock out, flex the quads, and reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. One more each. Grab that band. Second set, last chance for better hip flexors. Good. Press that lower back into the ground. Side 1, pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side 2, pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little higher each time. Pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is round 3. Pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See if you can get a cramp going. Here we go. Pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That one gets spicy. That's not easy. I'm over here working and sweating too, so you're not alone. Last one on the pike squats. Ready? Feet underneath the hips, straight forward. Don't turn them out. Hold the dumbbell like a dumbbell, like this. Squat down. Create that connection between the torso and the upper thighs. Lock out and reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, reach. 5. Pull yourself from the front. 3, 2, 1. Last 2. Up, reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Up, pull from the front. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Awesome work. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully those hip flexors and hamstrings are feeling a little buttery. Don't be afraid to repeat that one. Treat it just like you would any other strength training 2-3 times a week. Just give yourself enough time to recover in between these workouts. Appreciate you. We'll see you on the next one.